everybody. I got a visitor. He came to save the day. You know, like Mighty Mouse, here I come to save the day. Anyway, I have Justin here, and I have my little rosy cup. He's already got his filled up. He's going to burn his mouth, too.
I just put some ice cubes in it, so it's
ice cubes.
It's good.
And I have tea. Yep. No songs today. Anyway, get on in here.
You got a few people filing in here.
Yeah, look at that. He got his hair cut yesterday morning.
I sure did. I'm back to more of a respectable look for me instead of a crazy colonial hairstyle there. So,
or mullet.
I don't mind it being a little long. It just I was I didn't have enough hair product to kind of keep it up. It was wanting to just.
You didn't have a fan that sent you lipstick to take care of these things?
It was wanting to just fall. And, you know, when things just want to fall, you just got to let them fall.
You need to come to my house and get some of the witch hazel hairspray that you spray on your hair wet.
I don't think I'm going to spray any witch hazel hairspray on a man hair here.
It's kind of a generic. It's just generic.
Just generic.
Yeah, say that 3 times. Tea time.
Happy tea time to everybody.
Whew.
We got a kind of not the best weather day around here. It's been some showers and some thunderstorms have popped up and heavy.
Is this Bertha?
Heavy. No, Bertha kind of moved on through, and this is just some tropical Gulf of Mexico stuff, moisture coming at us, but stuff's just popping up. It's a warm day. It's not warm in your woods here, but it's really humid. We've got it's about 75, 76 degrees out here coming up your mountain here. So it's a warm. It's a warm and humid day. But you know, it's late May. So what can you expect? So
well, my TV died when I was doing the show at 11 o'clock. I told you it started raining. Well, it cut the signal out, and Robert cut the TV off. So I think Robert killed it. But we didn't have sound on the TV. None of the TV worked. And then finally I had to totally reboot something and do something else. And then he walked in the door to fix it, and it was fixed already.
You know, I keep telling her when anything, and I'll tell everybody that's on here right now, when anything technology goes awry and it's not working right, when in doubt, reboot. Turn it off, turn it back on. Everything you think that may go into that piece of electronics, turn it off, turn it back on, reboot. Then after that, then you can call for help. And then, but I don't mind coming and checking it out. So, and being your emergency call for tech help. So,
well, I'm pretty tech savvy. I taught him a lot of things, but sometimes you just have to hold your mouth right. I knew how to reboot it all.
That's the thing about our modern world. The more bells and whistles and buttons and things that you have, the more little things that can go wrong. So it just kind of...
I know when Robert got his new car 5 years ago, no, it's been longer than that, he read the whole owner's manual in one sitting. Read the whole thing to see what it would do. And that's what he tells everybody to do. Read your owner's manual. And I got one of those new phone soap cases that you put your phone in and sterilize it.
Phone soap. Mm-hmm. Well, I've just been using a silver microfiber cloth with a little hand sanitizer on my hand.
I do that when I'm out.
And I just wipe the whole phone. I wipe the whole phone down with the hand sanitizer, and then I wipe it all off with a silver rag. And you know, my phone that I'm using is a iPhone 10. It's iPhone 10. It's from like maybe 2 years ago, and or the iPhone X, whatever you want to call it. But this one is semi-waterproof, so it's hand sanitizer proof as well. So I just wipe it all off like that, and then wipe it all down, and it seems to work just fine. So
Well,
That's what I've been doing to sanitize my device. But I have a hearing issue, and so on our show and tell, I'm actually using one of my mother's AirPods that actually has a mic in it, which is great for doing these shows because it's cordless. But I have hearing aids in both ears, and it's from not taking care of my hearing when I was a younger man. And
shooting guns.
Guns and mostly probably weed eaters and lawnmowers. Weed eaters, lawnmowers, skill saws, things like that.
Loud Jimmy Buffett concerts.
Just loud music and being stupid. So I've got one ear, which is this ear. This is the ear that's really damaged, and this ear right here is pretty good. But our health insurance paid for me to get 2 sets of hearing aids, and so I always have. I don't ever have to hold the phone to my head when my hearing aids are in because they Bluetooth directly to the hearing aids, which is kind of nice. So
these do too,
and so do AirPods. So I can I just have to hold the phone up because the hearing aids don't have mics in them like the AirPods do.
So somebody was asking if the silver rags have silver in them, and no, they don't.
Do not. They do not. There is another company out there which I won't name that actually puts a little silver threading in theirs, and they claim that they're antimicrobial. But that's not what these do. These are actually these can be antimicrobial when you add your favorite cleaner with them.
Or you snook them in the microwave.
Yeah, and if you want to get any of your bad stuff off of these rags after you have used them to wipe down something, all you have to do is put them in the washing machine and reboot them.
Hot water.
Even the other company's rags get dirty, and
Yeah.
you're going to have to wash them. And so our rags have always been one of the most unique microfiber cloths that you can find because they're big. I mean, they are really big, and I think that this one's a little dirty. This one's kind of a newer one, maybe, but this was
that's the back side of it.
This has actually been washed. This is the polishing side. As you can see, it's really smooth, and then the other side's more like a
gripper,
more like a corduroy. If you can see the texture right there, it's more like a corduroy texture. Really good for scrubbing.
Taking if you've been nicked in the parking lot and you've got yellow paint. We got a testimonial one time from somebody who had yellow paint on a black car and he'd been there 2 years. They took one of the purple rags or silver rag, I don't know which one, but it took it off. It took it off.
I've got several packs of these because I know where to get them. So I've got several packs of these that I have in my car washing kit for actually soaping up the car, and for the final cleaning step of doing the car. Like when I wash a car, I'll suds it up, soap it up, wash it off really good, make sure it's all nice and no soap left on it. And then what I usually do is I take one of these and dry.
Like a chamois.
Like a chamois. I dry the car with a couple of these. And then when that's said and done, if I haven't waxed like the hood or some of the body in a while, I'll use one of these as a wax applicator. And then I'll use a whole nother one as a wax taker offer.
The back side of it.
Or the front side. It really doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
And it's great for taking wax and polishing your car. And then I use them for what they're really made for, which is doing windows. So I take my favorite spray that I use to use. It's either, I go back and forth. It's either Windex or it's invisible glass. I love invisible glass on cars. You just kind of wipe it down, and if you do the inside of the glass as you're going in toward...
That's kind of like glass wax?
It's kind of like glass wax. If you do that with the invisible glass and a FlyLady microfiber rag, you won't have any fogged up windows anymore. That between this and the invisible glass, it almost makes them no fogged up. It's really good.
No, the wax doesn't ruin the rags.
Wax doesn't ruin them. You just got to throw them in the washing machine after you're
use
sitting
hot
down.
water.
So yeah, I always wash these in hot, and I just I tend to wash all my rags together, and I actually put mine in the dryer because I don't like to hang dry things like this. I'll just put them in the dryer. Just don't use any fabric softeners.
No little sheets, no fabric softener sheets, and no fabric softener in the water. Now, he detailed my truck, a couple weeks ago?
And I used about 5 rags to wash her truck.
And he
about
brought
5
them
to
in,
dry.
and I just gathered up every rag I had and did the laundry.
And they were, it's amazing how they clean. And I guess one of the easiest ways that they clean or wipe down something is because you can kind of wrap your whole hand in it and just start scrubbing and start polishing or waxing or whatever. So, but take advantage of those. And while I'm holding this up, before I say anything else, I just did, Jack and I just did an inventory at the Fly Shop where we package up all of these products and ship them out to everybody. We only have about 300 of the silver rags left. And so we're probably, I said so, I'm sorry about that. I know you've been trying to stop. We won't have them very much longer. We may turn them off tomorrow or maybe even today. So just wanted to let everybody know we're about to run out.
Is it ever going to get summertime?
Yes. Looks like it's going to stop raining here and the sun's going to come out. And actually, the sun's out right now. But Saturday here in North Carolina is going to look really nice, and so is Sunday. So
I'm ready. I've planted some seeds today. It's planting day, and I'm ready to cultivate and do some things.
Well, it's kind of that time. Well, I wanted to tell everybody one thing. I know today on Mom's early morning show it was question and answer day, and FlyLady gets a lot of questions, and I see these emails coming in too, and there's just a lot of people have questions about everything, of how to take care of this in a house and how to take care of that, how to polish this glass, how to clean this hardwood floor, or how to clean this tile floor, or how to take care of the corners of a bathtub, what product would we use, what tools are the best for this, that, and the other. But I get a question every now and then, and I see somebody that puts it up, and a lot of times they are they wonder why we have products. Why do we do that? Why do we sell a mop? Why do we sell a carpet sweeper? Why do we sell a toilet brush or our microfiber rags? And the biggest reason that I can say that this has started years and years ago when we first got started, it was, it started out with just Mom's first book.
Where is it? Is it right here?
Mom's first book, Sink Reflections. And once we got going and Sink Reflections started selling, we started adding more products.
One thing at a time. First there was the calendar. Well, first there was the Clingy, which is a little FlyLady. There's one right over there in a box. And
so as the company grew and as we gained a lot more members, FlyLady's never just been about products. FlyLady is about changing people's lives by helping them to build a set of routines when they didn't have any routines. For people that struggle with routines. And even for people that struggle with just perfectionism in general, and they may be semi-organized and they may know how to do a few things like that.
You be sure and tell them, my name is Justin and I'm a perfectionist.
My name is Justin, I am a perfectionist, and I am pretty neat and pretty tidy. But I have issues and...
He used to organize his Matchbox cars.
But we help all different types of people. And as FlyLady has gone throughout the years... that's our goal, is to change people's lives, one baby step at a time, one routine at a time, one big habit at a time. And that's what we do. But to be able to have employees to help them
have a website and to pay employees to be able to do these things about answering your questions and your emails and to keep this system free, which we have always kept this part of it free. And how it's always worked with FlyLady is we have just, we have put out these messages, and these messages are life-changing,
and they get in your head. And that's what FlyLady is born to do, is to get in your head and to do that stuff where you might not have the motivation for it right now, but eventually FlyLady's going to get in your head. It's going to sink in, and you're going to do it.
You're going to go shine that sink. You're going to get dressed to lace up shoes, put on some clothes that don't make you feel frumpy. You know that feeling, and it's not a fun feeling. And, take care of yourself, because that's what flying is all about, is finally loving yourself.
And know that you're not in this by yourself. I mean, you can see how many people are on this live right now. But when you come back and look at it, an hour later, 5,000 to 7,000 people have watched this. People are coming in.
Yesterday's show, we had 25,000 people.
People are coming in and out of this. And if you see how many people are part of our Facebook group, I mean, we have,
660,000.
It's just under 700,000 people. And then all the people that sign up for to get FlyLady's messages. And how many people we have helped over the past 20 years is millions of people.
Yeah, we have a mailing list of close to 3 million people that we could utilize, but we don't.
So that's one of the reasons why we have products, is we don't want to just get you just any old product. We research, we test ourselves, and try to find you a great product that's, number one, useful, it's durable, and it's going to last a long time, and you're going to be able to use it for a lot of different jobs around your home or your house or your domicile or whatever you live in, a tent. It doesn't matter. These products can be used for a number of different things.
We have one lady, Melanie, who lives in Franklin, Tennessee, and I've been to her house, and she came to visit Ben at Christmas, and she got one of the original feather dusters.
Oh.
Original feather dusters, but they got some chickens. So she used the feather duster like a brooding hen in the chicken coop with the baby chicks, and she got herself a new duster for the first time in almost 20 years.
Oh yeah.
It had lasted that long, and it was still good, but the chickens needed a mama hen.
Well, it's definitely a product that we have that lasts for a long, long time. I have a couple at my house right now that are from 2008 era, and they're really good feather dusters still. So when you buy a product from us, we're selling you a really high quality item that's going to be useful.
It's a gift that keeps on giving when you give it away, and when you find out how good it is, you want to give it away. You want to share it with others.
But by us also selling these products, we are able to, keep the website going, keep the system, which we want to give to everybody. We're able to keep that free, and we're able to pay employees, and we're able to get your package up your products and get it out the door.
I don't feel like we have any employees. We just have this team.
We have a great team that we've had gathered around us. They're hard-working folks.
You were the first.
They love what they do. It's really not even considered a job for them. They just love the atmosphere that we have at the office. Again, in the future, I'll try to do another video where I go through the fly shop and show you some of the things that we're shipping out and what we do and things like that. That might be a fun little video to do sometime.
Somebody asked if Walmart dusters were any good. I don't know, because I don't go to Walmart. The main thing is you got to have an ostrich feather duster. There's
a lot of feather dusters out there that you can buy in
chicken.
stores, and a lot of them are either chickens or roosters, and they're not ostriches. And ostriches is really, like I've said before, they're the only feather that has the capability of grabbing dust. And it's just, if you put one of these feathers under a microscope, you will see the structure of it. It looks like thousands and thousands of little fish hooks.
Can we do it?
You might be able to see it with, probably not going to work so much, but, well, there you go. Anyway, lots of little tiny little grabbers in each little feather.
It's almost a parasol.
But anyway, you'll have to keep in mind with these dusters, they only come from one part of the bird when it molts. It's the under the wing, and it is a really good feather.
It's called a floss feather.
Floss feather.
We know more about feathers from an ostrich than just about anybody in this country.
We know a lot. Probably too much. So, but anyway, that goes back to me just saying thank you for purchasing our products, which in turn keeps us going and keeps the system free, which is FlyLady's mission. Yeah. My mom's mission is to help you get organized and get the clutter out and bless your family by doing it. It is a great way that FlyLady works. We have the cleaning side of FlyLady and we have the mentoring side of FlyLady. And they both work together.
Yep, it's together. And it just, I don't know. I've made them promise if anything ever happens to me that they will keep this system free. Now, we do have an app that you have to pay for, but that's just minimal. It really barely even pays for the app that we spent on that. And then we have FlyLady Express, which is 1 email a day, but you don't get the major repetition is what gets in your head.
Mm-hmm. Some lady was asking, are they humanely, I guess, removed from them? Well, they're actually molt. If they don't treat these birds like almost like top shelf animals and take care of them, then the feathers,
they're spoiled.
They're very spoiled. If they don't take care of them and feed them well and do all this stuff, then their feathers look pretty bad. So they have to really
molt twice a year.
So they molt twice a year, and they're able to harvest the feathers during the molting cycle. And so the last thing that these ostrich farmers want to do is harm these birds, because these birds are not for meat.
No,
not at all. These birds are for feather dusters, really nice feather dusters, and Vegas showgirls.
Vegas showgirl costumes.
Feather boas.
Not that they have any shows going on right now. Everybody's wanting to open back up.
And yes, I saw somebody else that say, so how do you get the dust out? So once you dust with the feather duster, you take it outside, you close the door behind you, and you make sure the wind is blowing away from your house.
Maybe wear your mask.
And shake it. Yeah, if you've got a mask, put a mask on.
Put a
shake
mask on.
And just kind of shake it out from you, and you'll watch that cloud of dust leave the feathers.
I've done some videos, and you can see it. It is just amazing.
It's just the agitation part of it. And there's people have always asked, so is there a right way and a wrong way to dust? Well, heck yeah, there's a right way and a wrong way to dust. If you take it and you're just doing this the whole time while you're going over a surface, you're doing it wrong, because you're agitating the feather the whole time, and it can't keep holding on to it.
You gotta
drag it. You drag it across the surface. You spin it around lightly, and that's how you
need to get it into little spots, you can close it up like this and just lay it in and pull it right back.
Yeah, because most of you ladies have little knickknacks and shelves and got all kinds of pictures and stuff on them. A feather duster like this is really the only thing you can actually put on that without knocking a lot of stuff around or removing everything to dust. Now, keep this also in mind. A feather duster is for maintenance dusting. And I know we talked about that.
If you haven't dusted in a while.
If you haven't dusted in a while and you've got a 2-inch layer of
that says dust me
on top of something, that's not the tool you want to use. You want to use either a microfiber cloth or you want to use the multi-wand, which is a microfiber wand that is great for doing that. So just keep that in mind. If there's areas like that, and I know I have had places like that at my house, and I know the FlyLady has areas that...
Yeah, as he was going to get into the backside of
the ceiling fans are typically a real big spot that we forget about, and it's definitely something that needs to be dusted with probably the multi-one, because we don't do it every day. We don't maintenance dust a ceiling fan blade, and that's just kind of how that goes. So, but yeah, using a rag,
but that's detailed cleaning. Feather dusting, you can do a little bit.
That's where she does the Duster Samba.
Yeah.
The Duster Samba is made for maintenance dusting.
And we do the shake, shake, shake one too. Mm-hmm. Shake, shake, shake. That's when you take it outside and shake it good outside, as the song says.
So if you ever have any questions, that's what sending us an email is all about. A question about how to use a product, how to put a product together. We've got a lot of videos on how to use them, how to put them together, applications to use them. But use your imagination. I mean, they can be used for all kinds of things, and not necessarily in your home, cleaning your home, or blessing your home. They can be used for blessing your car. They can be used for blessing your bicycle and things like that. I mean, you will be amazed of all the different ways that you can.
We've had them bless tractors.
You have a rubber scrubber right here?
Yeah,
right there. This right here is great for cleaning your boots or your shoes when they get muddy in the wintertime or summertime or wherever. It's great for that. But that's just one thing. And you probably have, we've had people that use this one brush for combing and petting their favorite horse. And I'm not kidding.
No, we've had one with a pig. I got a picture
and
of
a pig. And it's hilarious, but they love it. So
cats love it too, and so do dogs. And I need to do Tulip a little more when she gets in the pond. That may be our next project, is to drain the pond
scum.
Yeah, and it was just cleaned out last year.
Now, what is a BOGO? A BOGO is a buy one, get one free. That's what our BOGO is. So when you buy one pack of rags,
you put one pack in your shopping cart.
You put one pack in your shopping cart, we'll give you another pack for free. So basically, there's 3 of these rags that come in a pack. You get 6 rags for the price of 3. Mm-hmm. It's really neat. And then our pink rags right now, we have half off instead of a BOGO. So instead of them costing $19.95, they cost
$10.
$10. So there you go. So anyway, just email us at FlyLady@FlyLady.net if you got any questions about anything. We're here to help. And sometimes even I answer emails. So you never know.
Well, I think we might have to get, Sarah needs a summer job. You may have to bring Sarah to the office a couple of days a week to fill orders.
Might be helping to fill some orders and do a few things like that.
She's old enough to do a little working.
Oh yes. But other than that, it's been a busy time, and been enjoyed having a little tea time with you. I'm glad your TV's working well.
You don't have to tear it all apart because it's really dusty, y'all. I hope
everybody has got good plans for dinner. It's almost the weekend since it's Thursday, so hope you're planning something fun to do this weekend if you're in an area where you can venture out and get outside of, I know there's a lot of states that are still, having a little quarantined or still doing the stay-at-home orders. Here in North Carolina, they're letting us free a little bit more. So we have, if the weather's good,
I went to a restaurant.
There'll be a lot of people out and about.
Yeah, I went to a restaurant.
Mom went to a restaurant. I think Jack's going to play golf this weekend. Golf courses, it's pretty easy to social distance on a golf course if you're not worried about that. I think they're only allowing family members to be in the same cart together. Things like that. So everybody's kind of getting their own cart, or something like that.
Or walking.
But usually there's only ever 4 people, a foursome on a hole at a time, so they can do that. So taquitos, that sounds kind of fun. And then taco night, shepherd's pie.
Yum.
All kinds of good things. So I don't know what I'm cooking tonight. We had I grilled. What did we do last night? I grilled shrimp last night. We had frozen shrimp that Emily had marinated, and I grilled it, and we had that and some broccolini, which I don't exactly know what a broccolini is. It kind of looks like broccoli, but it kind of looks like something else. So I don't know where that comes from. I never saw that growing in a garden. So, but it's pretty good. It's pretty tasty. I grilled the broccolini as well. I have a grilling pan that I grill it in. So,
well, I'm excited for the stay-at-home orders to be lifted and people to get out and do things and enjoy the great outdoors. And in fact, I just sent out a new message from that Constant Contact put in our feed with a crocus opening up that it was springtime. It needed to be a tulip.
Yeah, it's already unofficially summer in America because we typically celebrate the beginning of summer at Memorial Day weekend. But Memorial Day was a little early, and there's still a lot of places that are still kind of closed down. But it's summertime.
You know what we haven't done in a while?
What have we not done?
We have not had a shrimp boil, a Lowcountry boil.
A Lowcountry shrimp boil. Frogmore stew, as they call it in some areas.
That is a really good thing to do.
You have corn and potatoes and spicy sausage and things like that. So, and then you have we like to use like the bigger shrimp in that, medium to bigger shrimp. And they're
about 30 to a pound.
And you can make them. You can make them. Got to be careful not to boil them too long, but you want fresh shrimp, not frozen shrimp for that.
I like to soak the corn and the potatoes and everything in the Zatarain's water. Before you turn it on.
It gets really spicy. The corn really soaks up the spicy. But we stopped using the those little red potatoes. And I don't know if you've seen at your grocery store, wherever you are in the world, you might have those little tiny fingerling potatoes, and they're like a purple potato or a little micro red one, and sometimes they're little yellow ones. And they come in like
you got cutesy, did you?
We got cutesy and put those in there, and they're almost bite-sized, and they're great. And so, and they cook quick, because the potatoes are usually the longest thing to cook in the Frogmore stew or the Lowcountry boil. So you can put those little ones in there, and they're great.
And we are the best at making our own
cocktail sauce.
So we make the best cocktail sauce.
Cocktail sauce so hot it'll blow your forehead off. It's like it's got so much horseradish in it, your forehead just.
But it takes ketchup and it takes creamed horseradish, Worcestershire, and fresh lemon.
Fresh lemon squeezed in
it. That's the key. And then you throw the lemons in the pot of water, the empty lemons.
The last time I did a Lowcountry boil was probably last summer. I did one, so it's been a while. So, but yeah, if you can do that, that recipe may be on our site somewhere.
I don't know. We may have to do a video on that.
So,
it's a big pot. You know how the big pot you cook a turkey in?
The big pot you would fry a turkey in. So use a big old pot.
You don't want to do it in the house, because the hot sauce will make your eyes water like crazy.
The Zatarain's, as it's boiling, it just infuses the air.
You gotta do it outside.
It infuses the air, and it's almost like you're taking a little shot of whiskey every time you take a breath. It's just like it gets in your throat.
Now, we could do it on the grill burner.
Yeah, I like to do it. I like to do it outside on the grill burner, but a lot of people, when they go on vacation to the Gulf of Mexico or Florida or something, they always have, go get some fresh shrimp. They'll come back and they'll boil it in their condo or something like that they do. But I love doing that. If you live close to a coastline where you can get
fresh.
Thank you for my hair. So yeah, it looks a lot better. You can. There's still a little bit of gray right there, but it's not too bad. So.
Well, y'all have a good day. I will see you in the morning.
Good to see you, everybody.
Happy
tea time. Have a great evening.
Bye.